So here we go. Baba Ganoush eggplant dip. Woo! I made that from scratch. I did my thug fizzle.
This ugly little dip here made from eggplant is actually really great. It's anti-inflammatory, great vitamin C, and I want you to try it. First, prick your eggplants. Clean them very well. You can cut off the tops if you want and prick them with a fork. Prick them all. Now, I'm using different kinds of eggplants here, and I like that because it helps you to get your 30 plus plants a week when you mix variations. So I have 2 variations here, and that's going to just get me more of the nutrients that I need for my gut microbiome, a nice healthy gut microbiome. Okay, so I'm pricking all my eggplant here, and then I place them on a baking sheet and I cover them with olive oil. Make sure I rub them all so that it gets covered. Everyone gets some olive oil all over it, right? And make sure that everyone is covered very nicely, and then go ahead and sprinkle it with either garlic powder, onion powder, or salt, or you can just take a shortcut like I'm using here. This is Montreal grill seasoning, and it has everything inside of it. So go ahead and cover that, sprinkle it, and into the oven this goes, 400 degrees, 200 Celsius, until it deflates, about an hour or so, I would say. Here, this is halfway done. It's not done. So you can see it's kind of blistered, but it's not exactly what we want yet. So put it in a little bit longer. And you see how wrinkly the skin is and how soft that is to touch, how it's just falling apart. That is what you're looking for. So we're going to put all of that with the skin inside of the food processor. And we're going to blend this all up. But we're going to use 5 or 6 or 10 cloves of garlic. Then we're going to use 4 tablespoons of tahini, which is a sesame paste, and you can find this at most supermarkets. Put that inside of your baba ganoush, and then we're going to put the juice of 1 lime or lemon. I had a lime on hand, so that's what I use, but normally I would use a lemon. But you just want that nice citrus, right? The juice of that, and then we're going to go ahead and start blending this up into a nice dip, nice consistency. So we're just going to put it on blend until it gets into the dip consistency that we want. Some people want it a little rough, some people might want it nice and smooth. You decide what consistency that you want and blend until you get there. And this is a great dip, right? So here I am halfway through. This is not quite the consistency I want, but some people are okay with this, with how chunky that is. I let mine go in a little bit longer, okay? Because I wanted it just a bit smoother. You can use this baba ganoush as a sandwich spread instead of mayonnaise. You can use it as a dip. You can use it as a side. It has many, many ways to use it. Now we're going to use about a whole tablespoon of sea salt because this had no salt in it at all. Now I'm going to put this in a container so that I can keep it in my fridge and we can use it for the various ways, sandwiches or whatnot. I like to cover it with some olive oil, some lemon juice or salt, some parsley, and some smoked paprika. So you have that flavoring on the top, and you can go ahead and store that in your fridge, or you can start dipping and eat it with some crackers and some celery, carrots, however. And if you go out into a Greek or Mediterranean, Israeli restaurant, Arab restaurant, this dip comes on your plate next to hummus, a lot of times with tabbouleh and tahini with some pizza, and it's yummy, yummy, yummy. So give it a try. The full written recipe is in my red sauces and dips recipe guide. Be sure to pick it up to get lots of sauces, dips, and gravy. And dressings too.